Hello, this is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the multiplayer EU4 game. I'm joined here by Aldra Hill, Benjamin Magnus, and Bundeswehr Bob.
Hello, everybody.
I'm not in our time anymore. It's really weird.
Oh yeah, you don't have control anymore.
I don't. It's kind of weird.
Oh no, Mordred's in charge.
For those not in the loop, my SSD like shit itself where my save game was at for this, so I'm not hosting the game right now.
France, no. France, no. Don't be like this, France. Don't be like this.
I've almost became the Ottomans as well.
France.
I accidentally on purpose selected the Ottomans and no one actually noticed, so I could have been playing as the Ottomans right now.
Accidentally on purpose. I forgot the colonial nation was called Suck It Dutch. I am being bullied. You know what? That commenter was right. Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Plus my capital.
You are home.
Oh, no. Oh my god, no! Please!
What's going on?
I don't know.
France is supporting independence of my colonial nation.
Oh,
100%.
Oh, you're not allied to them anymore.
No, they stopped. They stopped for some reason. They just stopped. Okay. Sorry, I was panicked. I was freaking out because that would have ruined me. And it's fine.
Cannot support independence while we have a truce with the Netherlands. Noted.
Bro, alright, don't make the claims of you bullying me true.
Okay, I just do that stuff to fuck with you. I'm not actually doing that.
I'm just gonna pause the game right now.
Countries wish to hire condottieri, the Netherlands.
So what just happened is that France. Let's just pause. I'm just gonna pause and explain what just happened. This series of fuckery. France just supported the independence of Murakura, my big nation, right? Silent Vendetta also wants to be independent. Then France immediately cancelled it, and then immediately Murakura declared war. So I'm only fighting my colonial nations, which isn't too bad, but it's not.
Oh, did they launch an independence war?
There may or may not be an independence war going on right now. Yes.
That is really early in the game for your nations to be that.
I'm such a nice guy. I don't know. Oh, for God's sake, I've got Tulip Mania. Now, oh, I gotta pause again. Now I get Tulip Mania.
What is Tulip?
Are you for real?
I don't even know what that is.
You know the tulip inflation in the Netherlands?
No.
It was the first banking run ever done in the history of the world. Basically, the tulips were first brought into the Netherlands, and basically the bulbs were being tulip bulb futures were sold as goods across the Western world. And then eventually, when people weren't able to grow it enough, banks collapsed.
Oh, okay.
It was the first banking crisis.
Sounds like you got some financial issues.
It's the worst event for the Netherlands. I either gain 10 inflation, or my entire country sucks for years.
Ouch.
Wow. I think I have to just gain the inflation. I can't take that. That is insane.
Bob, what's your inflation at these days?
Let's find out. I'm at 6%.
Oh, that's not bad.
I've got to take the inflation. That is fucking terrible. Oh my god.
How much did you take?
I took a 10% inflation, but the other thing was like unrest, stability cost, goods produced. Everything just is the worst, basically. I am not taking that. That's awful. Okay. So now I'm fighting an independence war. Great. I don't know how many troops they have. And I've just gained a coalition.
Okay, well, the coalition is 100% your fault.
This is true.
100%.
This is true.
Aldra.
Aldra, you are honestly the second most aggressive player I think I've ever seen in terms of, you know, literal and not just to use the phrase, but aggressively expanding.
I am a little bit aggressive.
Most. Who's the most?
Sergey.
Shit.
If you don't know Sergey is a member of my community who's been around for a long time, and he is he's a fun guy to play with. He is a silly bitch, but
silly bitch.
he in the HRE game we were playing, I think he took over 200% or 200 overextension. Had 2 coalition wars fire on him in that game. But I mean, like he plays for shits and giggles, so it's not like he gets salty over that.
Oh man, oh that's awesome.
What'd you do?
My vassal United States came over all the way to freaking Madagascar to fight this war for me.
Can you guys can we turn the sleep down? I'm getting killed like crazy. All my ships are being destroyed. Oh my god. No, please. Gentle senpai, not like this. Does
Yeah,
anyone
tons.
have a million monies to give me?
Not for you.
Milan, please. Milan, please.
I am literally your rival.
Milan,
Figurative rival, mind you.
Milan, please.
And this is to all the people, because we were talking about this before we started recording, all the people in the comment section who said I was just picking on him for no reason. Well, the fact that the reason is the list of reasons is as long as my arm, and there's also the in-game mechanic of that he's been my rival for like 50 years.
I'm talking about the privateers, is what
I'm not privateering you.
111 light ships, Milan.
Oh, maybe I am.
Where? Not in the English Channel.
In the Lubeck node, I control that node too.
Okay, you can go fuck yourself. You asked me not to pay, this whole thing
Well, yeah,
was about
you
the
have to do it
English
anywhere
channel,
there as
so I
well.
went somewhere else.
I'm still losing buckets of ducats, though.
That's not,
Oh yeah, I'm privateering the Ottomans.
I was about to say, that's not my... I was privateering your home node because I wanted to fuck with you before. You asked me to stop fucking with you, I stopped fucking with you, I fucked off somewhere else. You have 7% trade power in that node. Don't give me anything about that being your
Oh, did
node.
I? Oh, I thought I had way more than... Oh, then, no, go ahead. I thought I had way more than that. Oh,
He's
no,
just
I
dead.
suck. Oh, I suck. Never mind.
You have 7% trade power. I'm barely taking anything from you.
I don't think I have a leg to stand on then. All right, you're absolved of guilt. I am...
Oh,
however,
I don't need your absolution.
I need saving. I'm fighting
am the
against...
Senate.
I've been saying this a lot though, but the older I get, the more I identify more with Palpatine than the rebels.
Screwed up. Who would like to help a poor Aldra? Quote unquote.
Aren't we rivals?
For a duck in a day. you two
I would just like to point out that probably, I don't know, maybe 1.5 seconds after he said that, my colonial nation of Suck It Dutch sent me a gift of 14 ducats.
No, I'm such a. I don't know why they hate me though. I keep lowering their tariffs and they just keep rebelling.
Well,
I don't know what their problem is.
you could oh, what's it called? You could do the thing where I think you sacrifice 10 prestige and it lowers their lower desire by 10%.
But see, the moment this game loaded up, it like jumped up by like 40. The thing is, France supported them, and I think that made them want to declare war. But before the month ended, France ended the support. So I think that might have, like, not quite bugged out, but screwed up its like logic.
Yeah. When nations have the support of a larger nation,
Yeah.
That 100% can kind of stick around for a while.
But the thing is, France isn't supporting them, so they.
Yeah,
just, like,
after it goes away, it'll stick around for a bit.
Is that like how in the American Independence War, like Andrew Jackson fought a battle of the British? Oh no, it's the War of 1812. He fought a battle of the British, but the war was actually technically over. He just didn't know yet.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, the French will help. French will help us. It's like
Like the
no,
most
they won't.
glorious victory of the war was fought after the war ended.
Yeah.
Battle
I did not know.
of New Orleans.
Yeah. Very cool battle.
It was a defensive battle. Andrew Jackson, his small professional army, and a bunch of militiamen had dug really large breastworks around the city. And the British, just did the British thing and marched like 6,000 men in perfect order straight at the prepared defenses. And then there's this story about how the officers who were in charge of bringing the scaling ladders to actually, put the ladders up against the breastworks to crawl over them because they were like 15 feet tall and there was a ditch in front of them. Like, they marched across the battlefield, got up to the ramparts, then realized we forgot the ladders back at camp.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, and it was just a shooting gallery. The British basically couldn't do anything, and we just picked them off until they ran away.
Good old Andrew Jackson. And then he became president and did stuff with the banks. Good old Jackson.
Thanks, Milan. I was just waiting for the rest of my army to arrive.
Yeah, no problem. I killed all of your rebels, and I only lost like 1,800 men.
You could kill my rebels.
Pass. Hard pass.
You could help me in any way. Why are we rivals, though?
Why are we rivals? Well, I could I would like to address you to the laundry list of complaints against your nation that I have written on my arm here.
Like, there's a joke that like the English and the Scots are like hold like an age-old complaint against one another. But dude, let it go. It's been like 200 years since I caused your deaths. I'm sorry. We built monuments. We've paid reparations.
Well, I mean,
It's true.
you
I hold very little gripe against you.
you did declare war on me very recently.
That's true.
It was a moment of passion. It was not. I regret it. I apologize.
I'm really sorry I fucked your wife. I was just super horny and she was there.
I was not. It was. You were fucking me so hard, and I was like, you know what?
Having
Maybe
a sexual emergency.
having a sexual emergency. I regret.
Heard that complaint actually.
Huh?
I don't remember if it was in Britain or Germany, but there was like an Afghan guy who ended up like raping a woman because he said he was having a sexual emergency.
Oh,
Sense to me.
just really horny.
Death.
Slave Island.
I forgot about that
So
right at the
funny.
end. Slave Island. Division of the
Yes.
council.
Oh, yeah, I remember that was pretty funny.
Yeah, I decided to keep that in the.
I
the
did
cut.
too.
I didn't cut it.
I got that right at the end of my. That hasn't. I'm pretty sure that hasn't aired yet.
It hasn't. It airs
Tomorrow, I think.
It's aired
Oh,
now.
aired today.
Oh, today.
It aired
Yeah,
half an
yeah.
hour ago.
Okay,
Half an hour, yeah.
so it is up, and it's been up for 30 minutes, so people probably just saw it.
Just
Yep.
enough time for people to hear Slave Island. My God.
It literally, as we're recording this, they definitely just heard
Mhm.
it. Oh man, why is this happening to me?
Is that a rhetorical question?
I'd rather no one answer
Okay.
it.
Just
Would you like
just checking.
Let me count the ways. I'm just trying to peacefully expand and reclaim what the Dutch own. deserve, you know?
Peacefully?
I'm peaceful. I'm a chill dude.
Are you though?
I'm a chill dude.
Are you?
I have the chill. Oh, their capital is so far away. Why is their capital in Allegheny? What is that? That's by Lake Erie. What? Is that like Detroit?
Allegheny.
No, it's not Detroit. I don't know. I don't know how geography works, it seems.
This is where Pennsylvania is, which I hate this place.
It's for Pennsylvania. What's wrong with Pennsylvania? I've never been.
Oh,
Let me count the ways.
let me count the ways. So if I did a comparison between the Dutch and Pennsylvania,
Aren't the Dutch? Isn't Pennsylvania basically just Dutch?
see,
Fair.
all sorts of cause.
But they're not. They're
Well,
actually German.
there's two big complaints I have, and one of them is backed up by a recent report that came out by a host of insurance companies that Pittsburgh, which is near where I live, and New York are currently tied for worst drivers in the U.S., which I totally believe. And the water here is kind of nasty. Now, I'm not saying at all that it's like a Flint, Michigan kind of situation, but like, come on. Now, I come from Western Washington State, which is on the West Coast in the Seattle area, where we have amazing clean water like all the time. So I'm a bit of a water snob in that regard. You know, I feel like it's not too much to ask to not have lead in my water.
It does feel like a pretty understandable thing to want.
Yes.
But no, too bad. You get nothing.
I mean, that
No,
being said, you know, I live in North America, so I'm already in like the top 1% of like the population of the earth living in really awesome conditions.
It's kind of weird that there are places in the world where you just like don't get
But
water.
number one is definitely the driving, and then kind of lower on the list is like kind of the people here are kind of assholes.
Bob,
People I run into.
move to Orlando and drive in an area that's jam packed with nothing but tourists who aren't paying attention to what they're doing because they're too busy staring at signs that say Disney on them. Then tell me about the bad drivers.
I don't want to do that.
Like I lived.
That was a terrible bitch.
Speaking of Allegheny, that's that's basic. That's pretty close to where I'm originally from. I would be originally from the county on the map labeled Cayuga, or maybe Seneca. Probably more Seneca.
Gesundheit.
But I thought the drivers up there were bad until I moved down here and I realized that nobody uses turn signals, nobody knows where they're going, the roads aren't laid out in a logical manner, the lights don't work in a logical manner, and everything is fucked beyond belief.
My understanding of the reason the infrastructure is the way it is up here in Pennsylvania is because it's all like laid over the dirt farming roads.
Mhm.
Which, you know, like if that's true, it makes sense to why everything is like really fucked, you know, because like Seattle's like got a very, very modern infrastructure, which is where I'm from, I'm used to, and things make sense.
Good old Seattle.
I miss
I like
Seattle.
Seattle.
I want to go back.
I like Seattle a lot.
You been in Seattle?
Been to Seattle loads of times. PAX.
Oh, well, that would make sense.
I've been there like
I think I've been once.
3
in
times, 4 times. I say loads of times, but 3 or 4 times.
I've never gone to any sort of convention or anything.
PAX is the best.
Going
PDXCon was also great.
next year. I'm
You're-
going next
Did you
year.
just say you're
Running
about
insult.
sort of an adventure? You moved from like New York to Florida just so your wife could work at Disneyland. That's an adventure.
Well, for her.
Who is it I was talking to? It was yesterday when we were playing D&D, where it was just like, Roach, you got to learn to compromise with your loved ones. It's just like, fuck love. It's like, okay.
Oh man, that was a good game yesterday.
No rebellion for you. Fuck off. I'm a great leader. Everybody says so.
Lol, 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 lol.
Weirdly enough, they're not actually fighting back. I don't know where they are.
They're not fighting back.
I've sieged down half their territory. They're just taking it. Just straight up
What do you
taking it.
have? How much military supremacy do you have over them?
I think we have. I saw their troops. We have about the same size army.
Are you of the same? They're Tech 21. What are you?
Oh, I'm a tech ahead of them,
22.
but where's their? But they're like running away from it. I haven't even seen them. Hey, is that a peace offer?
I mean, the AI is, it won't suicide itself into your army typically if it knows that it can't win.
Makes sense.
It's not
What
completely
is it, a peace
stupid
offer?
all of the time. It's just mostly stupid some of the time.
Yes, good.
Let the hate flow through you.
Yeah, Treaty of Amsterdam. The rebel forces have been utterly crushed by Victoria's army and once again to call on the Netherlands. Should we execute Duke Frederick I and exact harsh war reps to cover the damages inflicted, or should we take a more lenient approach? Off with his head, and they become a... Well, they lose being a duchy, and they become a colonial government, and they get pissed off, or show leniency, and the same thing happens. Oh, I'll show leniency.
That's a little surprising.
All right. Time
I
to
lose,
sue for
I,
peace.
yeah. I lose a bit of prestige. It's not a big deal. There you go. That's what you get for rebelling, you dicks.
I can't take all of Madagascar. Sad.
Aw. Just
Probably
take all the slave provinces, Bob.
That's probably what I'm gonna do, actually.
Why do I have a looming disaster? Not again.
Let me count the ways.
Not again. I am sick right now. I am not happy with this. Ugh.
No,
Make it
Suck
stop.
It Dutch seems to be a pretty prosperous colony.
Yeah.
I shouted "suck it down" at someone the other day, guys.
In
We're
what
having-
context are we? What?
I beat them in a game, and I said "suck it down." I realized I don't even mean to. It's just now a thing that I say. God damn it!
That's right. You accept that peace deal that you have no choice to not accept.
So I just got raided by the Knights.
You know what to do.
Yeah, the Knights can raid. They have the raiding stuff that the Berbers do. It's because they're Catholic and we're Protestant.
Yep.
Where can I send these guys? What? I have so many merchants and I can't use them. What the fuck?
I'll take them.
What? 6,700. Wait, what? 675,482% of power sends trade in this direction. I think that's bugged.
Do what now?
I think that's bugged.
What are you looking at?
I'm trying to send a merchant to the Gulf of St. Lawrence and it won't let me. What the fuck? Maybe because of like the. Nope, still doing it. Do you guys see this? The Gulf of St. Lawrence. Can you hover over it and see
No
what it
merchant
says?
present for you. Is it within your trade range?
No, I can't even click it.
It says 812,727% of
You're
power.
transferring trade power. Maybe it's just lagging for you.
Oh wait, no. It's now sending a merchant, but I don't have a merchant there.
Because
now
it
I
needs to
do.
be there.
Now I do, but I still can't click on it.
Gulf and Lawrence does say that the Netherlands has a merchant here, yeah.
But I didn't. What? Ugh. Ah. I don't understand. Oh Jesus, I'm too sick. Someone just play my nation for me, would you?
Shall we go up to speed 3 again?
I'm fine.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Cool.
I'm just waiting for some ships to build.
I'm waiting until I have Diplo 23. Then I'm going to build a load of ships.
So many merchants.
I've been trying to redo my trade thing because while Ragusa was held by Ragusa, I was making no money from it. So I was sending all of my trade from Kiev, Krakow with Vienna. Overland trade routes suck.
I have a mission to declare war on Ming. How about no?
That sounds like a good
What
time.
could go wrong?
It's so big.
Yeah,
Oh
Ming
my
is a lot
God.
less dynamic than it used to be.
Now it's just always strong,
Yeah, it's a little sad.
isn't it? And you know, it would actually be really good if there was a casus belli to make the emperor lose all his tributes. Because at the moment, it's the same war score cost as if you were annulling vassalage, and that doesn't make any sense. In my single player game, I'm playing as Qing, declaring war against Ming to get rid of Korea as their tributary. Korea has 4 provinces left. It costs 80% war score. I should be able to get one CB that's 100% war score, releases all tributes, and that way you'd actually be able to break Ming. But at the moment, there's simply no way.
I think that's a little maybe a little medium ground in there. I think that's a little too powerful.
I guess I'm gonna be a little too strong because then that would break them always, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That
means
I don't know.
one-
Well, then at least make it a lot cheaper to annul tributaries then, and then there's a cooldown for it. Like I annulled it, and then as soon as the treaty was up, they just became it again. I should be able to get rid of them, and I should be able to tributize them because I actually had the goddamn I had the Mandate of Heaven. I stolen it from them, that they kept all the tributaries. I've bitched about this before, but I'm not able to ever gain tributes ever again because you can't take tributes from someone in a peace deal. You can only make them lose the tribute, which doesn't really make sense. I should be like, this is now my tributary, and they'd be like, okay. Oh my God, Tyrol in Germany.
Yeah, Tyrol's huge. Kind of scary.
Yeah, they're like a big power. They're as big as I am.
Well, didn't they gobbled someone up before?
You gobble a lot of people. There's a lot of gobbling.
Blah, 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 blah.
Why do you hate me so? What? Broke alliance? Oh, that was me, wasn't it? Oh no.
Yeah, so many of these things are self-inflicted, it seems.
I don't know what you're talking about. Why you gotta lie? What time did you? Were you out, by the way, the last day of ParadoxCon?
Yeah, didn't get back until about 3 a.m.
Oh man, scream. How was it? What did you guys do?
You
It
guys.
was good. We were out with Andreas, the composer, and Bjorn, the audio director, and a whole bunch of other
Awesome.
fans. Yeah, it was really good, actually. Then we ended up in some crazy metal bar thing.
Where was
It was
it?
good.
Was it in Gamstone?
No, it was in. It was near the hotel, near the Paradox offices.
Oh, cool.
I'm jealous.
You should be. It was so good.
I
It
too
really
am
was.
jelly.
It was a really good time. Like, besides the fact that the event was cool itself, I got to meet like YouTubers and stuff. The press room, the press thing was really cool too.
I was on the train back with Flurry as well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, got
I met
talking to
him.
him. Cool.
I met him briefly. He was just like he was very overwhelmed because I came up and shook his hand. I was saying that I was a fan, and he hosted me on Twitch, and then they did that thing. It was like, oh, when I said the name, it was like, oh, that O that says, oh, I vaguely remember that name slightly, but I don't know who you are. And he was like, it was funny because he was like super overwhelmed, and I was like, I expected I would be overwhelmed because I'm very bad at those kind of introductions. Hi, it's me. How you doing?
I'm that guy that you know, right?
But not really. He was like just like, oh, thank you. And I said, I've been trying to meet you all day, but I had loads of interviews. And he thought I was saying that he had interviews. He was like, oh no, it was just the one interview.
Yeah.
And I was like, and it's like an awkward moment was like, well, I can't say anything. I don't want to be like, no, you idiot.
And
just met you,
hopefully
you're an
he watches this calling you.
Fuck. No, Flora, I'm sorry.
But I think the highlight for me was actually sitting down with Johan and Chris for about 2 hours, just talking about navies and EU4 and trade and everything like that.
Awesome.
Like proper design talk, but it was cool.
Mine was either talking to Quill and Angry Joe on the bus there and a dinner. That was really fun.
How's Angry Joe? He
Yeah.
seems like a cool guy.
They are both super cool guys. They are just I don't know why, but you kind of expect like big boy YouTubers to be like kind of scary. I don't know why.
What is a big boy YouTuber?
Well, I guess anyone. I mean, you guys are big boy YouTubers to me.
What does
But,
that
like,
mean?
But like people who are like, well, like the main names. For Paradox, it's like Quill and Arumba, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of expect, in a way, and you want to use the word celebrity, but in a sense, it's kind of like a celebrity.
They are.
Yeah, and it
Yeah,
was, I
so
don't know
now-
why, it was a little uncomfortable meeting them, but Prussian introduced me, and it was fine. And I got on the bus with him to dinner, and I was sitting next to Quill, and we talked for like an hour about all the games we liked, and talked about Amsterdam, and I talked about Stockholm, and Angry Joe as well. He was just really chill. And I sat with him at breakfast one day, and he dropped all of his food on the floor, which was amazing. That sounds really awful.
He was very sad, and I laughed at him.
Please don't watch Angry Joe. But he was sitting next to me at breakfast, me and my girlfriend, and he just dropped everything like fucking all over the floor. He was really embarrassed. We didn't say a single thing. I think he was hoping we didn't notice. But he was very chill.
Just make sure you don't give any urinal anecdotes, Aldra Hill.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, yeah, guys. I met, Lewis from the Yogscast?
Not really.
Well, no, I mean, you know the Yogscast anyway.
I'm vaguely aware of his existence.
Yeah, kind of same. I haven't watched him in like a billion years. I did actually like the Minecraft stuff, though. And they were there. All the Yogscast, well, most of the Yogscast were there. And I had 2 awkward encounters with Lewis. The worst one being in the second media dinner. I went to the bathroom, and there was a urinal. The urinal was like a trough, and it was in like a separate room from the bathroom, and it was kind of weird. It was like a little closet, and I finished, and I came out, and he was washing his hands, and I don't know why. Don't ask me why, but I just started saying, it's weird the urinal's in its own room, right? And he looks at me, and he hadn't used it, and he kind of looks at me like, I guess. He says, I guess. I said,
You're weird, Aldra!
I said it makes me feel like I'm doing something weird and evil.
Keep inserting foot further into mouth.
He just gave me this fucking weird look, like I don't think he said anything, and then I just smiled and then left. And I walked past him later, and he had an empty seat next to him. I wasn't coming to him, but he gave me this look like, oh shit, is he gonna sit next to me? My career with the Yogscast is done.
Well, frankly, I'm surprised that like when I hear Yogscast and Angry Joe are people that have gone to like PDX Con, that kind of weirds me out a little bit hearing that they go, because I don't attribute those names to like.
Well, here's the thing. Like,
strategy
apparently, the Paradox PR people are kind of upset with Joe because they keep on begging him to do Paradox content, and he never does because he thinks that his audience isn't right for it.
Yeah, but why is he here? I didn't understand.
Angry Joe loves that
would be
stuff.
correct.
He personally,
That would be correct. His audience is not for that kind of stuff.
But why are they?
It's not like it was really weird when it was shit. What game was it? Galactic Civilizations that he was like all on and stuff like that. And I was like seeing on YouTube. It was just like, huh. I wouldn't have thought. I mean, like, I don't doubt that he probably likes those games and he plays those games. And like, obviously that's fine. Anyone can play anything they want to. It's really weird to see him do that though, because
you see him as one type of thing. Yeah,
Angry Joe really loves strategy games, but his audience just wants to see what they want to see is him screaming at the screen because he's upset about stuff. That's the audience that.
Angry Joe.
And I know he's not exactly happy about that because like sometimes he plays other stuff and his audience gives him shit because he's not doing angry reviews, and it's like, you're getting free content. Suck it up, say thank you, and watch it, or don't. You don't need to give him shit for it.
Yeah, there's a meme on his channel where it's people saying this is shit, I don't like it, and then people will reply, then leave, we don't need you. That's a meme reply on his channel, but people are always dissatisfied somehow with what he's doing.
Well, that's just the nature of YouTube.
Yeah,
of course. But I just find he was the only one there that I just actually didn't know why he was there. And it was lovely to like meet him and talk to him, but I've never seen him play a game like that. Like the Yogscast do Hearts of Iron all the time. That's something, but like it just felt like he was the only one who was like, "Yep, I'm here."
Well, he also did an absolutely amazing interview with Frederick Wester a couple of years ago. Like, it's one of the best pieces of journalism I've seen.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, he definitely has a history with Paradox. He just doesn't put them on his channel much.
He also did the awards ceremony, and I remember I was talking to him about that, and he had no idea why he was doing that. You know, the awards that I actually missed it, but I was talking to him at breakfast, and he was saying, I was asking, what are you doing today? He was like, I'm supposed to be doing the awards ceremony. I literally just found out an hour ago. And first of all, I didn't know there was an awards ceremony. Basically, it's just to give awards to the Kaiserreich and the Mio and Taxis mod people. That's kind of the only reason it exists. And he
Speaking
was
of
just like, oh, why am I doing this?
Speaking of which, I just feel like I need to plug it because Mio and Taxis had a demo, and I think they just released a new version yesterday for you.
Yesterday.
Yesterday for you guys, and my gosh, it looks amazing. So go and check that out.
I will do that. That's not a plug. That's a recommendation.
It is. It absolutely is. I mean, they were just blowing me away with the type of stuff that they were coming out with.
I
It was really
didn't
cool
talk
meeting
to
like the lead designer and the rest of the team as well. But seriously, that mod looks astonishing.
I really should have talked to them when I was there, but I just forgot. I talked to the Kaiserite guys though. I got 3 posters.
Yeah, me too.
That I'm jealous of.
They were nice. They were nice guys. They gave me 3. I was saying like about it was just really well on my channel. Like, oh, cool. You want some posters? Like, yeah. You want them all? I was like, okay.
If you insist.
I had to carry them on the plane because they wouldn't fit anywhere.
Oh, I folded them. I
Man.
feel really bad about doing it, but it's the only way I could get them back.
Same.
When I worked at Disney, I used to take promotional stuff all the time.
Yeah.
All right, it's happening.
Oh,
I'm annexing the Pope.
Yay!
No,
Bye, Pope.
Pope. I'm gonna be a peaceful Dutchman now. I'm a peaceful dude.
You say that.
I'm a
that's
peaceful dude.
Several times the thing that you've said. But
Peaceful.
And on that note, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed this series so far, then please do hit that like button. And if you haven't done so already, then do subscribe and check out the other perspectives, which you'll be able to find in the description below. Also, if you want to support what we are doing here a little bit more, then do check out the Patreons as well. That's a goodbye from Bundeswehr Bob, Benjamin Magnus. What?
Stop supporting rebels, Milan. It just pops up. Sorry.
And the Dutch.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.